Hello, this is a mental health update. I do these to try to encourage others to be more open and willing to discuss challenges you face in life or those that you love are facing. Um, this particular episode will deal with changing personality with dementia and Alzheimer's. So I've noticed recently that I find disagreement by others, and really it may not even be disagreement. I'm seeing it as disagreement, causing me to become upset or thrown off, not being on my game, I guess you might say. And I don't know if it's a certain level of paranoia or if it's just increased sensitivity. I've always been this may come as a surprise to some, a sensitive person. And I've done my share of things that caused hurt to others, sadly. But I'm not a person who would ever want to hurt someone else. And I don't like being hurt. I don't guess any of us do. But this seems to go beyond that and just have a a somewhat more exaggerated response within myself. Just an example. I haven't wanted to go back to my primary care doctor and haven't since last September, because the last time I was there, the doctor said something about, why did you go to the emergency room? The emergency room is just for people that are dying. And actually said that at least twice. And I had gone to the emergency room because the doctor at urgent care said, you need to go to the emergency room. I don't have the ability to do the tests that are needed. It's like I say, last September. And so I'm supposed to go back and see that doctor tomorrow, actually. And I don't want to go because that just left me with a bad feeling. And so I'm just kind of struggling with these things. And when I look at and read online, it's never the patient who's talking. It's always those that love them or that care for them. And they're talking about how difficult a patient with Alzheimer's or dementia. Alzheimer's is a form of dementia, which is what I'm diagnosed with at an early stage. And I'm taking treatments for that and have been for about a year. The treatments don't solve the problem, but it's supposed to slow it down. And some people around me have expressed noticing improvement. I don't really see that, but I pray that they're right. That may be another one of those things that I'm missing. But anyway, it's scary to me to think of becoming a person who's unkind to others, even if it's from an illness. That just leaves me with a big kind of a hard spot in my heart to think about ever being one that would be guilty of that. So I guess the point here is somewhat just me expressing what's going on, but more importantly, is trying to balance the issue of what's going on with the person who's got the mental illness, and then what's going on with the people that are caring for them. I truly would rather be, and I say this very sincerely, I would rather be isolated and have very little contact than to be in a position where I was causing hurt or upset or verbal attacks or anything, and certainly anything more than that. That would just be, just the thought of that is very distressing to me. So anyway, I do want to continue to encourage you, if you have an issue with a mental health illness or problem, have loved ones that do, be open about it. To get sick in the mind is still to be sick. If it was cancer or heart problems, we would be praying and lifting up and encouraging. But a lot of times with mental health issues, it just causes us to react different. I'm sure I know I've been guilty of it. So we need to let this be more mainstream. Well, thank you so much for listening, and more importantly, thank you for learning anything that you might gain from my ramblings that would help you help someone else or help yourself. And I pray for all people, and I pray specifically is what I should have said, for those who are struggling with illness of any kind. Every day I'm praying for you. So thank you for listening, and God bless you.